In today's video, we are going to be talking about the struggles of being a new grad nurse. Stay tuned. What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are already part of the family, for those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Kiara Selena, and this is my channel, Nursing with Key, where I make a whole bunch of nursing related videos, sharing tips and tricks that I've learned along my journey to help you guys have the smoothest nursing journey. So if you're interested in having a smooth sailing nursing journey, make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you won't miss another video from me again. Now, before we start, a lot of you guys have noticed that my video quality has slightly changed and that my videos have been a little bit brighter, and you guys have been wanting to know what I've been using to brighten up my videos. And so I left a link down below, my Amazon affiliate link down below, so that you guys can check out the ring light that I use. The name of the brand is Newer. It is a little bit pricey, but not too pricey. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, make sure you click on my affiliate link down below, which will redirect you straight to the area where you can find this ring light. Now, as mentioned in the beginning of the video, this video is going to be about the struggles of being a new grad nurse. For those of you who don't know, I recently graduated from nursing school and got my first job soon after as a pending licensed nurse. So I'm working as a pending license until I pass my board exam. And I wanted to talk to you guys about the challenges of being a new grad nurse, because I know it's extremely exciting. Everybody's excited to finish, nursing school. Everybody wants to be independent. Everybody's sick and tired of waking up these early hours to go to clinical, and everybody wants to make that nurse money, okay? Everybody wants to get paid that good money, but there are also some downsides that come with being a new grad nurse. And this is not at all to scare you guys, but this is really to let you guys know the reality of what you may face. And I say may face because not everybody goes through this, but for the most part, most of the nurses that I know, most of the nurses even here on YouTube who talk about their experience would probably agree with what I have to say today. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing you guys are going to be feeling is anxiety. Once you officially get that first job, you're going to feel a great deal of anxiety. And I just want you guys to know that it is completely normal. Everybody feels that way. I feel that way even still. I've been working as a new grad nurse for a little while now. It's been, I think, 2 months, and I still feel a little bit of anxiety, but it's normal for you to feel that because you are used to working under supervision of somebody. You are used to always having your teacher right there to ask questions, and now it's like you don't have that anymore. You can still ask questions, but I mean, your teacher is your teacher, right? Whereas when you go into the field, nurses are busy and they don't really have the time to really be by your side the way your teacher did. So now it's like you go from always having somebody you can fall back on to boom, being completely independent. And that can be a little bit scary, but don't worry, you guys are gonna get used to it with time. I'm still learning things, I'm still struggling a little bit with time management, but I'm telling you, it got a lot easier now. When I could look at where I am now and I compare it to how I was in the beginning, I've gotten a lot more comfortable. So don't worry, you guys will get the hang of it. You're going to be okay. The next thing is, and this is especially if you are a young nurse, one of the challenges you're going to face is your intelligence is always going to be challenged by somebody, right? Sometimes you graduate and nurses try to act like you don't know anything, you don't know what you're talking about. And sometimes even you go into a patient's room and they see that you're young and that they could see that you're a new nurse. And if your patients have family members who are in the medical field or who are also nurses, they can be real bleeps. Okay, they want to ask you all types of questions. They want to challenge your intelligence. They want to make sure that you know everything. They start asking you things that aren't even related to their family members' problem or whatever, just to see if you're up to par in your intelligence. And it's really, really, really rude. But if you don't know, don't be afraid to say that you don't know. At the end of the day, you're a new grad nurse, right? And the difference between you and the nurses on the floor, the other nurses on the floor, is that you don't have experience. They know a lot more. They've been through a lot more. They've seen a lot more. They've experienced a lot more. So it's normal for them to, know a little bit more, know more than you do. But that will come with time. And if you do not know the answer to something, don't let anybody make you feel no type of way. The next thing is feeling incompetent. You are going to feel incompetent. You're going to feel like you don't know nothing. You're going to feel like am I dumb? You're going to start questioning yourself. And one of the things that I hate is that these nurses tend to forget where they come from. They tend to forget that they were once like us. They were once new grad nurses who were clueless, who were unexperienced too. And I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know if it's an ego thing or if they do it to make themselves feel better. I almost think that's what it is. But sometimes they make you feel dumb. They ask you questions and it's like if you don't know the answer, they want to kind of look at you funny, or you're a new grad nurse, you're fresh out of nursing school, you should know this. And no, you are not going to know everything when you come out of nursing school. I mean, do you know how many things we practiced in lab, how many things we covered in class that I never got the opportunity to practice on a real person during my clinical rotations? I mean, for example, peg feeding, right? Maybe if you're in like an RN student, you may be more exposed to those types of things because your clinicals are mainly in hospitals. But for LPNs, it's really half and half residences and half hospital. Well, that's how it was for me. And there were a lot of things that I didn't get to practice, but it's like you're limited. I mean, if nobody has a peg feeding, you can't practice a peg feeding, right? The teacher can't go request for someone to get a peg feeding or a peg tube put in for you to practice. So if it's not there, it's not there and you can't practice it. And sometimes the first time you do something will be when you're working alone. So no, you're not going to cover everything that you've covered or everything that you've spoken about in school on clinical rotations. That's not how it works. There will be some things that you will not get to do, and it's normal for you to not know how to do some things as a new grad nurse. And even as an experienced nurse, there's some things that some experienced nurses haven't done either. So don't let anybody make you feel dumb. Don't let anybody get under your skin or none of that or make you feel bad. Just keep telling yourself they're just doing this to make themselves feel better. And it is normal for me to not know everything or not know as much as them because I am not as experienced as them. It's common sense, but it just seems like common sense isn't so common anymore, is it? The next thing is gossip. Gossip, 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 gossip. Let me tell you guys, nursing is a beautiful field. Well, anyway, it's supposed to be a beautiful field, right? I mean, we go to school and we work so hard and we put in all this work to dedicate our lives to helping the people who need help. And that's a beautiful thing. But these nurses and these CNAs and these PCAs and everybody who's in the nursing field isn't, all roses and rainbows. I mean, the gossip is real. Nursing is the chattiest field out there, and it's predominantly like feminine. Like most of the nurses are females, not bashing male nurses. Shout out to all my male nurses out there, but most nurses are female. And wherever you put a bunch of females, there is a bunch of drama. And so you will hear gossip. You will hear things about yourself because I'm telling you, someone could tell someone something right now, and in 5 minutes the whole entire hospital knows. Gossip goes around like crazy, and you may hear people saying, she's so slow, how come she doesn't know this, how come she doesn't know that, she's fresh out of nursing school. Don't even get mixed up with the drama. This is one tip, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Don't get mixed up in none of the BS and none of the drama. You go to work, you do what you have to do, and you get out. Get out, go home. Some people may not agree, but I don't make friends with none of my coworkers. My coworkers are my coworkers, and my friends are my friends. That's it. I go, I do the best that I can do. I care for my patients. I do everything that I could possibly do, the best I could possibly do it. And once my shift is over and I clock out, bye-bye, and I'm out. I don't even talk to nobody. The most they get from me is a hi. Oh, the weather is nice outside. That's the most they get from me. But I don't sit there and get mixed up with all the drama, because the same people who are going to come and try to make friends with you and gossip with you are the same people who are going to take your business and then go spread it elsewhere. So keep your stuff to yourself. Keep yourself isolated. Do what you have to do and get out and go home, and that's it. And just so you know, this is the very last thing. You will get the worst freaking shifts possible. The worst shifts. You don't have any seniority, you don't have any clout, you don't have anything in the hospital just yet. You are a new grad nurse, so you are just going to have to take what you were given. And if that is night shift, you're just gonna have to take your night shift and run with it if you want to make money. If it's, you know, coming in on the holidays, that's just what you're gonna have to do until you build up a little bit of seniority, and then you can start, you know, picking your days and stuff like that. But you are going to get the worst shifts. They're gonna want to put you all weekends. They're gonna want you to come in on all the holidays. They're gonna want you to do all the nights. They're gonna want you to do all the whack stuff. But just focus on the money. Just focus on the money. Okay, focus on the money and keep telling yourself, all right, I'm working nights, this sucks, but this is experience. You're still gonna go in, you're still gonna practice stuff, you're still gonna see stuff, you know, it's experience, and eventually you will build seniority, and they may become a little bit more lenient, or you may, you know, get to a point where you can kind of choose your shifts, or maybe switch to one weekend on two instead of doing every single weekend. But you may not get all the hours you want in the beginning, and you may not get all the shifts you want in the beginning, or you will be completely overworked with the wackest shifts, just to let you guys know. All right, so this was in no way, shape, or form meant to scare you guys. This was just so that you guys could know what you guys are walking into, because nursing is not an easy field. It is really, really, really not. But I just want you guys to start growing thick skin. Don't let other people get under your skin. Don't let anybody get to you. Don't let anybody get in your head. If you do not know something, it is normal for you to not know everything. It is okay for you to ask questions. Ask questions. Don't be scared. None of that. And like I said, you come in, you put your best foot forward. You try your best to do your best, and you clock out and you go home. And whatever happened that day, you leave it behind you and you walk forward. Because if you carry that energy with you, I'm telling you, you are going to go crazy. Okay? Anyways, guys, that is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. And I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye.